Hi there, welcome to this tutorial for John Denver's Perhaps Love. Now I am including this in the Day of the Dead 2022 playlist because we have marked the 25th anniversary this year of John Denver's passing, which I can just not believe that it has been that long. And as per usual, when I think of him, it kind of sends me on what I like to call a little John Denver bender, where I pull out my 4-disc, count them 4 box set that I've had since high school. Picking one of his songs for this playlist was really hard. So shout out to my student Miguel. Thank you for helping me choose this one by saying this was your favorite and your pick, if you will. I know there are lots of his songs that we can explore together, but this one feels just so appropriate for capturing his spirit. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Don't get me started about how much I love John Denver. We're going to play this one in the key of D today. Let me walk you through the chords. Two verse patterns to be aware of. It's kind of what we call an BA song. So we've got 2 stanzas that are going to have the same chord progression. That third one's going to be different, and then we'll play a stanza that's the same as the first 2. So the first verse pattern is starting on D, going to B minor, G, to A7, what I call the 50s progression. Really nice use of it. For that B minor chord, it is a bar chord. So if you play bar chords, it's your 2nd fret bar, and then the ring finger is on your 4th fret of G. If you, like I did early on in my playing protest bar chords, you're also welcome to just play all 4 fingers across the 2nd fret. That's technically a B minor 7 chord. We will allow it for this particular tune. I can't speak for John, but I can say for me, you can do that. We do that 2 times. So once again, 2nd line, D to B minor, G to A7. 3rd line is the same with the exception of the first bar. We play F sharp minor. I think of that as A with a friend. I've made my A chord, add your ring finger to the 2nd fret of E, and then continue as we did before. B minor, G to A7. And then the final line skips whatever the first chord is and goes straight to G to A7, rounds it out with 2 bars of D, so we can end on that home chord. So again, that pattern is for the first 2 verses. When we get to the 3rd verse, or I guess what you could call a bridge, or the B part, we're going to really lean into that F sharp minor. I love the F sharp minor in this song. F sharp minor for a bar, B minor, and then we're going to split the bar. 2 beats of G, 2 beats of A7, rounded back to a bar of D. Same thing again. To B minor, G, A7 to D. One more time. F sharp minor, to B minor, to G, A7, back to D. And then the last time, we start off again, F sharp minor to B minor. This time we're going to hold that G for a full bar and hold the A7 for a full bar. So we end on this unresolved chord, which kicks us right back to our original 50s progression for the final stanza, the final verse, which is going to be the same chord pattern as the first 2. That's that A-A-B-A song pattern. Don't worry, I've got more stuff coming on those song patterns in the coming weeks. So that's your chord pattern. For a strum pattern, I'm going to use what I call the slow rock strum. We want to leave lots of room for these chords to really ring out, and also there are a lot of words, so we want to leave room for that too. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 4, and 1. Now remember, when we get to those 2-beat chords, I'm going to switch actually to, for example, in the bridge, F sharp minor to B minor. I'm just going to do single strums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, right? So just words of the wise. When I'm not playing a full bar, oftentimes I will adapt the strum pattern accordingly too. All right, let's play. Here's Perhaps Love, once again in the key of D with that slow rock strum. Let's get into it here, into our groove. In the intro, we're going to go 1 time around that first line pattern, holding that A7 at the end. Like this. 1, 2, 3, B minor, to G, 7, hold verse 1. Perhaps love is like a resting place, a shelter from the storm. It exists to give you comfort. It's there to keep you warm. And in those times of trouble, when you are most alone, the memory of love will bring you home. Verse 2, perhaps love is like a window, perhaps an open door. It invites you to come closer. It wants to show you more. And even if you lose yourself and you don't know what to do, the memory of love will see you through. Here's the bridge. Love to some is like a cloud, to some as strong as steel. For some a way of living, for some a way to feel. And some say love is holding on, and some say letting go. Some say love is everything, some say they don't know. Perhaps love is like the ocean, full of conflict, full of change. Like a fire when it's cold outside, or thunder when it rains. If I should live forever and all my dreams come true, my memories of love will be of you. Yeah, take a breath. We'll go back to that B stanza. Here we go. Love to some is like a cloud, for some as strong as steel. For some a way of living, for some a way to feel. And some say love is holding on, and some say letting go. Some say love is everything, and some say they don't know. Last verse. Perhaps love is like the ocean, full of conflict, full of change. Like a fire when it's cold outside, or thunder when it rains. If I should live forever and all my dreams come true, my memories of love will be of you. End on D. Oh, I just love that song. I love the spirit he brings to all of his songs. Thank you so much for joining me for this playthrough and tutorial. Feel free to come back, review any of it that you need. Go and check out the tutorial on that slow rock strum if you need to. Feel free to slow it down if you need to. Look at the settings wheel, go to the playback speed. Also feel free to go back and leave out the strumming one time, or leave out the chords one time. Just let it all go and sing your heart out with me, right? There are lots of ways to practice a song. You don't have to do all the layers together every single time. Really nice to isolate them out to make sure that you know them each really well before you start to layer them together. More coming on that front too. Thanks again for playing and singing this song with me. I'll see you next time around. In the meantime, enjoy your practice.